Yo, what is up, internet? Digirex here, and today I'm coming at you with a brand new Destiny 2 video. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at the newest Shadowkeep trailer that Bungie has released for Gamescom. I'm going to play the trailer for you guys right here, and then we're going to analyze it.
Nightmares plague our galaxy. Your past confronts you, Guardian. Put an end to it. Haven't seen darkness. Not yet. A great battle approaches.
So guys, that looks pretty damn crazy, huh? I'm really excited for Shadowkeep. This trailer was really awesome. Music was awesome. They showed a lot of cool stuff off. They showed a lot of finishers off. Not really for the Warlock. They gave Titans a lot of love with the finishers, but they did show a Hunter one. They showed a Hunter exotic helmet that I actually have the perks on, or I have the information on. So we're going to go through all this, and we are going to look at it frame by frame. I'll be pausing it a lot. So if you're wanted to watch the trailer again one whole time, just rewind the video or go to the actual YouTube video, because this time I'm going to be pausing it a lot. So we have right away, I'm going to pause it. Yep. So right away it looks like Dead Guardians. There's the cool moon Bungie logo, the moon dust, doesn't really matter. We've got shadows. None of this is really too important yet. So we still got the floating guardians. And it honestly looks like these are dead guardians. They specifically hunters, it looks like, except for this one back here. That one looks a little different maybe. But they all look like dead titans with that old helmet on. Old D1 helmet on.
Your past confronts you, Guardian.
So that's obviously Skolas. You got the Scorch Cannon, so you know, this DLC is all about bringing the old stuff back, or like the old stuff is coming back to haunt us. So we have Skolas here. Pretty good fight. Pretty underrated in my opinion. I actually never did it while it was current, because I had other stuff to catch up on during that time when House of Wolves was coming out. So I actually never did the Skolas fight during House of Wolves. But that fight was underrated. So that is the Menagerie Fusion Rifle. I did a video on it. I totally forget what it's called. So that's still Menagerie stuff. Although this is the moon, obviously. We got sparrows here and new armor. It looks like those sparrows didn't look like anything too crazy to me. So right here, we have a Titan. It looks like he's shooting a slow fire rate auto rifle. So yeah, this auto rifle seems like it's shooting pretty slowly. So here we have our first look at a finisher. And is that the escalation protocol? So they're showing that you're bringing back some old armor, because I believe this is the escalation protocol set for the Titan. And this does look like a Sentinel finisher as he's glowing purple. And I do like that they're bringing back the old gear sets. I really like the escalation protocol set, and I wish we got to use it longer when Warmind came out, because Forsaken came out right after, and it kind of became irrelevant because the armor got rehauled with perks and everything. But I'm glad they're bringing it back, because this is dope looking armor. So we got our first finisher, which we saw before. He looks at his hand and then does the punch. Boom. So here we have Omnigul is back. Omnigul was a good strike boss from D1. Nothing to really complain about there. She's firing at this guy. We've got the Striker Titan. Still doing his Striker Titan things. This is all new armor. This reminds me of the, what was it called? The Taikonaut exotic helmet in Destiny 1. It was the astronaut helmet, but it was not called astronaut. It's like Taikonaut or something like that. He's still doing striker things. Obviously, we got some like Eris themed stuff with the rings and everything like that. So that's really cool. We got a new rocket launcher, it looks like here. Hopefully rocket launchers get a buff, because they've been pretty useless in the history of D2. Minus Truth. Truth is the obvious outlier, but in all of Destiny 2, rocket launchers have not been so good. So this rocket launcher obviously looks dope. This thing at the bottom here looks to me like it could possibly be exotic, but I don't know. It could just be a new style for legendary stuff. Could be like a raid thing. No, that's definitely got to be exotic, right? Because, look, I never really registered, but he shoots this thing, and then is it when he shoots it, it spawns these little mini Nova Bomb things? Like when you Nova Bomb, these are the things that come after. So it might be exotic, and then they all attack Omnigul, it looks like. So I guess that is an exotic rocket launcher. It's got to be, right? It's spawning those little orb things. And then here we have the same look at the finisher. We got a hunter over here that looks pretty dope. So we got the finisher on the Hive Knight. This hunter looking dope over here. So let's play this out. The hunters looks like he has either, that looks like an auto rifle to me. Hopefully auto rifles get a buff. You gotta, it could be an SMG, I guess, but that looks like a pretty hefty gun for an SMG. It looks more like an auto rifle. Of course, we got dope armor. He's got that cool little face mask thing, and he's gonna punch this Hive Knight right in the face. Boom. Alright, pausing it again. I think this is the exotic hand cannon they showed before that had the scope. What was it, a special? Was it a special or a heavy exotic hand cannon? I think it was a special exotic hand cannon. This bow might just be the new style, but once again, I don't know if this is exotic. The arrow looks huge. The tip of the arrow looks huge, so maybe some sort of explosive arrow kind of thing. I know we already have explosive arrows, but I'm talking a big explosion. Not the shitty ones we got now. And then this is really important. We have the hunter here, and he is obviously carrying a D1 exotic. He is carrying Monte Carlo in his hands, which is dope. Always, never really played around with Monte Carlo too much. Always liked the style of it. Played with it a little bit. So he's dodging this thrall, and he's turning invisible. And then here we get to see the Monte Carlo in action, as well as some hunter armor that looks absolutely dope. So we got a little like crown around his head. We got the big eyes. Once again, very hived, Eris theme. Yeah, pretty cool. Here we've got Crota, one of the main enemies from D1. Really, because Crota also caused Oryx to come, which caused the Taken and everything like that. So Crota is a pretty big one. I wonder if we will see Oryx also. I feel like they might not do Oryx. I don't know. Just something's telling me they might not do Oryx. Even though Oryx kind of was like the biggest enemy we've kind of ever had, it feels like. I don't know. We'll see.
You haven't seen darkness.
So we got Gaul back already. This is one I was really excited about when I first saw it. We got Fogoth. Obviously, you can tell by the runes and chains all over him. So this is Fogoth, who's also a classic strike boss. So here we have something very interesting. So this is obviously a hunter finisher. So it looks like Blade Barrage, but it's not. Look, it's a hunter finisher for Gunslinger. It looks like he brings down 2 knives on this. He brings down the knives on this Vex, and that is actually an exotic hunter helmet. Wow, this is a kind of a dope looking shot. So he's got 2 knives, which I think the finishers will be class exclusive because we saw, or subclass exclusive because we saw the Titan punch earlier twice and he was glowing purple both times. So that makes me think that's a Sentinel one. This makes me think it's a Gunslinger one because we recently got Blade Barrage and Gunslingers are always known for their knife tricks. So we got a knife finisher. And this exotic is actually called the Assassin's Cowl, and the exotic perk is Vanishing Execution, which defeating an enemy with a melee attack or a combatant, or defeating a guardian with a melee attack or a combatant with a finisher grants invisibility and restores a portion of health and shields. Sounds pretty good to me. If you finish with a finisher, I don't know how often you're going to be able to pull out a finisher, but you get invisibility and health and shields back, which would be really useful for PvE. And even PvP, you get a melee kill, you turn invisible and get health back. I mean, pretty decent. Pretty decent. Doesn't seem like a god tier exotic, but doesn't seem totally useless either. So here we have something. They're really not showing much Warlock armor. This is Warlock armor. Absolutely sick. This guy looks like a fanatic or something, like the fanatic. To me, that's what it looks like with the helmet and stuff like that. So he's putting down a rift, and then it shifts over here to a Titan with that set we saw earlier, and he's doing a finisher. This might be a striker finisher. If anything, it looks like he's glowing blue, but he freaking, boom, roundhouse kicks that ogre. Holy shit. That's so sick. Over here we have a hunter. That's just a blade barrage with the same set we saw before. This thing looks interesting to me. So right at, oh my god, it's like, this thing looks interesting to me. This looks like it might be an exotic machine gun. Looks like we got a Titan loaded up here probably. And then look. It looks like it fires like a 50 cal. Like, it looks like it's a just super slow firing, heavy damage machine gun, which would be really cool. Just like even slower than the slowest fire rate we have now. That might be cool. Just like a ton of damage. Maybe a machine gun that's decent for boss DPS. Who knows? Here we've got, here they show off the Warlock armor a little bit better. It looks like he's just using Cold Heart. I don't think that's anything new. But like I said, dope looking helmet. Warlock set looks pretty cool. Then we have Titan, which I think that's a little change from the Escalation Protocol armor. I don't think that's the helmet, but he's got a rocket launcher. That just looks legendary. That looked like a really normal rocket launcher to me, but he takes out this Vex Gate Lord. Probably going to be a Gate Lord, so they like to use Gate Lords. So this hunter's dodging, and I can't tell that looks like another heavy machine gun. Fires it. It might be the same one, but I can tell. So this is the actual Shadowkeep. The drawbridge goes down. I think the raid is going to be in this giant spire right in the middle of the Shadowkeep. That's my two-take sense on it. I don't know. That's what I think. Raid's going to happen in here. Going to be a dope raid. Different nightmares for different bosses maybe. Skolas could be one boss. Crota could be one boss. Final boss could be something, I don't know. Gaul could be one boss, what we saw. It'd be cool if they rehashed like Omnigul or Fogoth just as a strike boss again, so they could return to their former glory as a masters of a strike or something like that. That'd be cool. And then I believe, yeah, that's pretty much all. And then we get a little bit of a look at the pre-order stuff here at the end. So, Hearing Whispers, exotic emote, which is what you're seeing here, it looks like. Eris Morn, exotic ghost shell, which looks like the rock, and Belated Omen emblem, pretty cool. I'm probably going to pre-order just to get these extra things, plus I already know I'm going to be playing Shadowkeep, so yeah, might as well just pre-order. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I can say that I'm sufficiently hyped for Shadowkeep. I've got a few more things to grind for in Season of Opulence before Shadowkeep comes around. Pretty excited for the September 3rd update because Spare Rations is getting a drop bonus. Menagerie is being returned a little bit to its former glory, so we still got a little bit to do before Shadowkeep, although Destiny videos might be a little bit hard to make until Shadowkeep, as I feel like I've made it on a lot of the content. But I'm still going to be trying to make builds and other creative videos for you guys, as well as trying out some low-key metas and Jade Rabbit, a bunch of different stuff I've got planned. But until Shadowkeep, it's going to be a little bit slow. But I know when Shadowkeep hits, it is going to be fun as fuck. So, just get hyped, guys. Please subscribe if you enjoy Destiny 2 videos, especially Shadowkeep videos that are going to be coming in the future. Please subscribe for any other random streams I might do. Been streaming a lot of Minecraft lately. Might stream some Minecraft later today. Who knows? This has been Digirex. Peace. Settle down, won't you come around? 'Cause